Peace. What is up, everyone? I am OnenO. Thank you for clicking over and watching this video. So, last night I was at Jai Rhythm Yoga, represent, out in Ventura, California. It was so amazing. They asked me to come down and host a meditation for, this is a mouthful, the full moon eclipse solstice meditation. They wanted me to come down and do a guided meditation for the full moon. And it just so happens that it's the weekend of the solstice and it is also an eclipse. So I went down there, I did a heart-centered meditation. There was about 18 people that showed up and it was so amazing. We had such a great time, such quality people, and it was such a refueling experience for me as well to be able to do meditation with people. I love anytime I get to do meditation with another person in the same room. There is an energy that we create together collectively that is so awesome and so tangible. And that's just one of my favorite experiences about getting together with people and expanding your practice of meditation beyond what you are capable as one individual. So with that being said, this morning I woke up and I read this article. I think it was on the New York Times. I'll put a link to it down below. And the whole topic was about how there was an elementary school out, I think in Florida, that adopted yoga as a practice of mindfulness and to help de-stress the classroom so the kids would be able to learn and focus in class a little bit better. And a lot of the parents, I guess, had an issue with this because they were saying that it was the public school was enforcing a religion that the parents were not comfortable with. So this prompts in my mind the question of, is yoga a religion? I will first just answer the question by telling you no. I don't believe that yoga is a religion. At least not the way that we think about religion when it comes to American Christian conservative views. Christian conservatism is so very outside the box of what yoga is, and vice versa. Yoga is very much outside the box of what Christianity is. Now, Christianity is based on a lot of beliefs. It is all about what you believe. It is all about what you choose to believe about the afterlife, what you choose to believe about this life, if you believe that there are things called heaven and hell, if you believe that there is an actual character named Satan, or all of these things are either taken literally or they're seen for the symbols that they are pointing to, which is every single spiritual part of your subconscious mind. So yoga has a very different perspective because it is not based on any kind of beliefs. In fact, yoga is nothing but a physical experience. But then, what happens when you go through this physical experience? You can't help but discover something. And that thing that you discover is that the God that Christianity has been telling you about, which exists outside in the cosmos, which is partly true. What yoga's discovered is that that God is not really external, and in fact, you are the temple of the God presence within. And in fact, when you start to interpret yoga in comparison with Christianity, you start to see that Jesus was pointing to quite a few yogic ideas, if you even want to say it that way. And in fact, I made another video called, Is Jesus a Yogi? Go check that out. I'll put a link right there. But my point about yoga, though, is that it is not a religion. Now, there are people that use yoga out in the East, out in India, and they're the pioneers of yoga. It's an Eastern philosophy. It's an Eastern way of life. And we in the West have been taught to fear pretty much anything that is outside of the box of Christianity. So this is part of what I am passionate about now, is demystifying yoga, because what I've experienced in my exploration beyond Christianity and into yoga is that all that yoga is really trying to do for you is to give you a direct physical experience with your body, and you begin to understand that you are more than your body, and in fact, the God presence that you once knew to be outside shows up as being the source of what is inside of your experience. And so you begin to identify with source in a very real, very tangible way. Now, the next video I'm gonna make is called The Biggest Lie You've Ever Been Told. The biggest lie you've ever been told is the lie of original sin. And I'm gonna make a whole video based on that. So I'll put another link right there, go watch that video. But to finish this one, is yoga a religion? The people that use it very, very frequently, especially out in the East, that have given it to us as a gift in the West, what they have seen with it is that it is a physical practice that over time changes everything about your mind, changes everything about your heart, and changes everything about your experience in the world and your relationship to and with the world. And here's the thing, it's not a religion, it's something that people do on a daily basis. Therefore, you could say it's a ritual in a sense, because like a daily practice of meditation, that will build your meditative experience to be deeper and wider every single time you tap into it. In the exact same way that I play piano, if I sit down for 4 hours of rehearsal time and practice my piano, it deepens and widens my experience as a piano player. It gives me a whole new tool bag of skills to be able to pull from with songs that I write or with artists that I'm playing with. And the same thing is true for meditation and for physical yoga. It is a skill that you can practice, and as you build your skill in it, you then transform everything about your mind, which is what we really need here in the West, which is why the elementary school, decided to implement it in the first place, because these people were seeing that yoga, just by stretching your body, not by chanting anything, not by believing in anything, not by adopting some God as your God that you pray to and worship, none of that exists here. What exists here is it is like a technology. It is a physical technology that helps you transcend your monkey chatter mind that just won't stop. Because believe it or not, there is a form of life where you don't have to think. You just are present with every single moment. But you don't have to think. You don't have to have that constant inner dialogue obsessively going 24/7. About 5 years ago on my path, I hit my dark night of the soul, and I experienced what it's like to have an incredibly overactive mind that is against me. It is my own internal dialogue set against me, and I was giving myself incredibly destructive thoughts and believing in them and thinking in them. Eventually, I had to challenge them, and I had to learn how to work with them because I wanted them to go away, but I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know how to silence my mind. And that monkey mind that was inside me got vicious. And I had to find something like yoga in order to be able to still that voice. Because what yoga does is it gives that monkey mind an objective, something to focus on. And when it does, it feels useful, so then it actually becomes your friend. And it says, all right, let's play together. And through play, through the poses, and through meditation, you discover that you can become more and more friends with your monkey mind. And as you do become more and more friends, the mind naturally gets more and more quiet. And there is a form of life then where you can live without constant emotional chatter. How beautiful is that? That's a gift in and of itself. A life without self-deprecating thoughts. That's a beautiful gift. So yoga is not a religion, it's a technology. It's a form of technology to be able to deliver to you a thoughtless mind, an experience in your physical world where you are not overwhelmed, but in fact you are in tune, plugged in, and effective in the world. I think that's it. That's what I'm going to say. There's so much more to say on this topic. I just want to keep this video short, but perhaps I'll make a part 2 of this if you guys are interested in hearing more. Leave a comment down below, like the video, go to the website, check out the blog, and let's stay in touch with each other. Go watch the other video. I'm gonna make the video right now. It's called The Biggest Lie You've Ever Been Told. Original Sin. Here we go. I'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Peace.